Hi guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and I'm here to give some type of messages from beyond. Hopefully this does help and resonate for whomever this is meant for. Let's get into it here. So if you do like the paranormal, do check out my book. It's my journey, my story after story. I'm actually thinking about, I started it, had writing block or whatever you call that, and then I stopped writing, typing like a mad woman here. But I want to get back into it again. I'm feeling drawn to do so. So a lot of activity has been happening lately in my home. So let's get here. This is a female energy that passed away. I feel that the husband did everything that he could to help her with her illness here, but he knew the ending of her passing. That was, I literally heard, and never-ending battle, okay, but knew the outcome of it all. It was just a matter of time, and it was quite a battle. I feel this is Cancer. I literally heard Cancer here. I feel like she struggled. She really struggled. She didn't want to go, I feel, but yeah, it's kind of like, I'm not going to say that. No, they just showed me a story time. I was like, that's way too morbid. But it's kind of like somebody trying to stay afloat, okay? And they can't do it anymore, okay? Meaning that she gave it her all. They keep showing me my mom. I know it's not my mom. I know her voice, you know, I know her voice definitely. But yeah, I just feel like my mom went through like chemo, and I think she was like the first, I remember she was actually proud of the fact that University of Penn, this is back in 1983, she was the first person who received the chemo. Yeah, and I never forget that. But yeah, it was different. You know, this is when this first started coming out kind of thing. But with that being said, I just feel like she really went through the battle, but it was kind of like, I'm just going to take my final breath, and I know that I'm going to be at peace. I know that I'm done. You know, this was her thought process when she did pass, okay? The struggle was definitely real. I feel the husband didn't know exactly what to do for her anymore, okay? Just know that she made it to the other side. She's no longer in pain. They're showing me my husband. One night we had, and it's in the book, one night my husband, we had a seance and he came through. I don't usually do seances, but it was literally 2 weeks after he passed, and I was grieving and I wanted to hear his voice again, which I did hear. That's all in the book, and that's an interesting story, let me tell you, that night. But yeah, and he had a limp, okay, when he walked, all right? I can't tell you because of medical reasons why he had this, but he used to tell people all the time that he got into an accident playing football. He never played football even in high school he wasn't allowed because of this medical reason, right? So, but he always used to tell people that he messed up his knee because of this. So anyway, going back to the seance, story time. Yeah, but he would, in the seance, my friend could see, okay, she had the gift too, right? I was just learning more and more about the spiritual world, so I couldn't see him. I did hear him talk, which is in the book, but and she didn't understand the message, and he kept showing him, bending his knee and making it straight, bending his knee. He couldn't bend his knee. When he had like bone on bone, no tissue in the knee, it was one of those deals. And she's showing me that, or she's telling me this, she goes, Dev, I don't understand a word he's saying, but he's showing me this knee thing that he's doing. I was like, oh, he can walk. I can walk without a limp, and he's so excited about it. But the point to that is that there's no, pain. everything's back to normalcy with her. It's like a relief here. And I literally heard she's breaking the silence. She wants to jump for joy. She wants to, exclaim here all the happiness that she's no longer in pain. She does reflect on all the pain that she was in, and she even questions herself, on the other side. It's like, how did I do that? I literally heard through the grace of God. Okay, so now she's chiming in with her own answer here. But also I feel like she wants to shout out to her love, her husband here. I'm sorry I put you through so much, okay? I do feel that you're going to hear her voice. Now, it's not going to be a whisper. It's going to be in your mind, okay? Now, it sounds cray-cray, but I do feel that there's going to be some kind of message. That's pretty wild to be able to receive it like that, definitely. I literally heard her say, don't dwell on the past, look towards the future. I feel it's very lonely, but you're going to regroup here. You could turn to this for the husband. You could turn to kind of finances, work, money, job, okay, to kind of as a distraction to turn away from all the confusion. I feel the husband wants to kind of get away, has a little bit of a panic attack every once in a while because he misses his love. She was his queen, literally. The queen of the castle, I heard. Clarify that. Wow. You were the neighbors, okay? I literally heard that. That everybody, all the neighbors were jealous of. You had this true love. I had this, story time. It's supposed to resonate. I had this one neighbor, right? Back in the day. It's not the same neighbor around here. It was a different house. But yeah. And I saw a psychic. This is before I started my own journey with that. Plus, readers it's tough to read for yourself when you're a reader, right? But anyway, so she said, there's somebody jealous of you, like a neighbor, a friend. And I'm like, nobody's jealous of me. She's jealous because you have the kids, you have the nice house, you have the life, you have the love, and she didn't. She didn't have all those achievements, she wanted kids. She couldn't have kids, but yeah, and it didn't click until I actually saw, back in those days, we did scrapbooking. Remember scrapbooking? And we had like these little groups and get-togethers. And she said something, I remember this woman at the time who was my friend, she said something that kind of struck me weird. And it came, that saying from that psychic came back, and I'm like, she's the one who's jealous. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. This is what I'm feeling. You guys were the cat's meows. Okay. You had it all. Okay. You had the family, you had the kids, you had the life, and you were social bugs, and everything has changed. But she doesn't want you to stop living that life, of that social life, of that happiness feeling, because she's still around. She visits you quite often from the home. I feel that she is not homebound, but she does visit quite a bit more than other spirits do, okay? Definitely. I feel like she's the type of spirit that will be present in your home and kind of jumping up and down saying, remember me? Do you see me? That's what it feels like to me. It's not done. I'm trying to show you that I'm here, but you will hear her voice in your mind, I feel. I feel that you will be, I love the messages again sometimes. I feel like you're going to, this for the husband, that you're going to pick up on dating again, okay? You may not be overly thrilled or anything, and you might take some time, obviously, but I feel like when there's a bad egg, I just heard her say, that's what I was laughing at, she's going to tell you. I feel like that's part of that, in the mind message here, so she's going to tell you. okay, that this person isn't right for you. Give this new love some time. I do feel that this new person, I don't feel that she's presenting this new person to you. I feel that's more, God willing, okay, kind of energy here. But I do feel that there's somebody that is going to be stepping into the picture. Now, they definitely, this is for the husband again, but I feel that they could be definitely younger than you. But I feel like you're always going to be protective, meaning that, this person's nice, I'm attracted, it's nice to talk to somebody, do activities with. Sorry, I had to breathe. But my true love here is my wife, okay, who will always be my true love. She knows this, okay? She knows this, Ace of Swords, okay? But she doesn't want to see you suffer here. She wants you to move forward here. But your heart will always be the same in regards to you are my true love. Nobody can replace you. I'm just the messenger, but I'm supposed to let you know. Watch your spending. Okay. It's like shopping therapy, basically. You could be wanting a boat here. I tell you boat. Boy, there's lots of story times here. I'm sorry. My friend out in Arizona, he went and he bought a boat. I can't say names because I don't want to get him in trouble. But yeah, he went and he bought a boat and he never told his wife. He put it in a storage unit, kind of, or storage place, right? Like a marina or what have you. But yeah, and never told her until years later, but yeah, don't sneak this big purchase. She knows when you're spending money, so just be careful with that, okay? Find happiness with other activities, okay? I literally heard that. Other than buying big boats or big purchases here. Definitely enjoy your life again for the husband here. She wants you to, but just watch your spending. It's going to take time for you to heal, definitely, okay? But I do feel that she wants to reach out. I do feel that you will accomplish this, but she wants to reach out every time that you cry. It's hard for her. I can feel the emotions. I'm going to cry. She wants you to stay strong here. I do feel that she talks to you more so at night for sure. I feel like when you're looking up at the ceiling or just talking to her out of the blue because you're frustrated, talk to her, okay? Spirits love when we communicate to them, to acknowledge them, okay? Definitely. So please do that. All right. And that is what I have. Lots of messages, lots of story times with that one. But sorry for the story times. But they usually do resonate. There's always a point. One time I had a reading. I do offer private readings. More so on my my channel. Deb does readings, whatever channel you're watching this on. But she got mad at me because I had to do too many story times. And I'm like, but that's how they show me. Every reader is different of how you receive your messages. They show me songs. They show me story times. I like doing story times, but that's why I always have a story time, because it generally resonates with the read here of what you need to know. So, but that is what I have. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it as always. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Smash that like button. Definitely helps out my channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.